halachot. We did the halachot of last week, different things that we need to do in the bracha of Asher Yatzar. Now, we're starting now Birkot HaShachar and Birkot HaTorah. In the morning, we say Birkot HaShachar, thanking God when we wake up for bringing us alive. Okay, you created us, you gave us life, thank you, Hashem. And a person needs to make up in the morning and say the brachot in the morning. When is the time that a person should make these brachot?
Which brachot, sorry?
Birkot HaShachar.
Immediately after you wake up. I don't understand.
Yeah. So you wake up, you get dressed. If you go to synagogue, you pray in synagogue. If you pray at home, you pray at home. But what time is the earliest time you can pray? The Birkot HaShachar and Birkot HaTorah.
Birkot HaShachar, Birkot HaTorah.
So there's two
if,
things.
If you wake up in the middle of the night because you do, yes. I don't know. So I have a flight. I need to catch a flight.
Okay. Good example. Good example.
So I do Birkot HaShachar if I slept.
When?
As I wake up.
So let's say you wake up at 2:30 because you have a flight at 5. You do Birkot HaShachar?
We talked about it. I cannot do talit and tefillin, but Birkot HaShachar I do. If I slept more than I don't remember how much.
Yeah. Okay, so very good. So we need to make a little difference. Okay, there's different halachot for Ashkenazim, but I'm just going to say the Sfaradi halacha. Okay, and it's very important trying to remember it. There's two opinions, which is a little bit confusing. That's why. But let's get it clear. We can understand. There's a halacha of the Ben Ish Chai, and there's a halacha of Rabbi Ovadia. So I'm going to say both of them because some people like to do Ben Ish Chai, some people like to do Rabbi Ovadia. First of all, there's a difference between all of the Birkot HaShachar. Joe, when I say Birkot HaShachar, I mean the brachot you say in the morning of Pokeach Yivrim, Matir Asurim, give me ability to see, give me to stand, to walk. This I thank for God every day. And it's Birkot HaTorah, which means the bracha I make over learning Torah. When you study Torah, you can't just open the book and start reading. You're studying the holiness of the Torah. Asher kidishanu b'mitzvotav, v'natanu al divrei Torah, asher b'chabanu mikol ha'amim, ba'arevna. These are the brachot that we make. So, having said that, the Birkot HaTorah, you make, according to everybody, an Alot HaShachar. Alot HaShachar, that's when you make Birkot HaTorah. And if somebody sleeps, or let's say, if you don't sleep, you still make it in the morning because the minhag is on the new day. So let's say Shavuot's coming up in a week's time. We have minhag to stay up all night to study Torah for Kabbalah Torah, big day. In the morning, before Alot HaShachar, that's the time we make Birkot HaShachar. That's unanimous. The only machloket is Birkot HaTorah. Birkot HaTorah is machloket according to the Ben Ish Chai and the Kaf HaChaim. You make it Birkot HaShachar at Chatzot. Chatzot Laila is midnight. So according to the Kaf HaChaim, if you would wake up at 2 a.m., you'd make Birkot HaShachar without Birkot HaTorah. And only later on, Alot HaShachar, you make Birkot HaTorah. However, according to Chazon Ovadia,
at sunrise.
At sunrise. According to Chazon Ovadia, and this is easier to remember.
Alot HaShachar v'net, זה לא אותו דבר.
Yes, so it's very good.
Alot HaShachar, it's like 40 minutes before.
Yeah.
Before sunrise, 40 minutes.
Yeah, so according to Chacham Ovadia, you make everything by Alot HaShachar. Alot HaShachar is before Netzach Hama. There's different ways of calculating it, 72 minutes or 60 minutes, but it's the time before Netzach Hama. And according to the Mishnah, it's when it just sees daylight, when it stops getting dark and you see it's going to be a little bit light, that's called Alot HaShachar. That's dawn. Sunrise is when you actually see the sun. So now before the sun comes out and you see the first rays of the sun, that's Netzach Hama, there's light. The sky is already blue, it's turning blue.
We have the times.
Yeah, so you check the times and that's what you do it. Netzach Hama, that's the time for praying the Amidah. You can start praying before that. But Alot HaShachar, that's when you make your Birkot HaShachar. And it's very important to do that at a time of Alot HaShachar, to make Birkot Torah and Birkot HaShachar. Now, I just want to say two more halachot. One halacha is studying the Torah. Studying the Torah, that's what keeps our neshama alive. That's what keeps Am Yisrael strong for the whole generations. You improve yourself, you improve your family, you improve Am Yisrael, you bring us closer. Yeah, that's how you learn your emunah. Everything is from the Torah. That's why it's important to make these brachot on the Torah in the right time, which we said is Alot HaShachar, according to everyone. To study Torah, and it's a rare opportunity, but if anyone has an opportunity to study Torah in the joining of the day and the night, which means either in the morning by Alot HaShachar, sunrise, or in the evening by Shkia, it's a very big ma'ala of learning Torah. The Ben Ish Chai talks about it. The Rabbi Netanel talks about it. He said, if you can't, let's say that's the time you're praying, you pray on it, you pray Ashkia. So as long as you learn something in the day and the night as well. The last halacha is I want to say is called Tikkun Chatzot. What is Tikkun Chatzot? Shulchan Aruch says in Siman Aleph. Let me guess right. ראוי לכל ירא שמיים. Second, let me get this right. Yeah. שיהיה מצר ודואג על חורבן בית המקדש. We have to realize that nowadays we don't have בית המקדש, and we're waiting for that Geula to come. It's the tzar of the Shekhinah. When Hashem is not with us, he feels like we're far away. Imagine someone is away from his wife, he loves his wife, he wants to be together. Hashem wants to be with us. Now, if you hear you're away from your wife and she doesn't really care, she's not upset, she's happy, she doesn't care about you, then you just feel bad. You don't want to come close. But if you hear she's crying the whole day, waiting for you to come home, or when is my husband coming back, makes you want to come back quickly. It says Shulchan Aruch, everyone, the Yirat Shamayim should do Tikkun Chatzot. Now, Halacha, it's not a chiyuv, it's not a chova. That means it's not an obligation for every Jew. However, every Jew has the opportunity to do part of Tikkun Chatzot. Now, I just want to say this. There's specifically two mizmorim, which we say. One of them is Al Narod Bavel. Okay, that's Kuf Lamed A, Kuf Lamed Zayin. And the other one, let me get this right, is Shuv Hashem B'Tzion. Second, let me get this right. These two mizmorim, the Tikkun Chatzot is a long text. Okay, maybe it takes 10 minutes to do it properly. But just to say the parak of Al Narod Bavel, maybe it takes you 20 seconds. And the other Mizmor Tehillim, she's one of the Shir HaMa'alot. I'm going to just tell you in a second. It's in the Siddur. It's a short one. It's 4 lines. Just those two have a big tikkun, and everyone can take part of it. Now, I'm not saying everyone should do it every night. However, let's say if you're awake anyway, after Chatzot. Chatzot Laila is midnight. Midnight doesn't mean 12 o'clock. Midnight means could be 12:30 according to the law. If you happen to be awake at that time, say these two mizmorim, not Shabbat and Yom Tov, but if it's in the weekday, then that is a big malat to say. Let me just get it. I'm going to just tell you now. For those of you that obviously do, but if you've got, if you have a Tehillim on your phone, so yeah, one is Shir HaMa'alot, Kuf Kaf Vav, B'Shuv Hashem et Zion, Hayinu Kecholmim. Yeah, that's the tune. Yeah, Shir HaMa'alot, B'Shuv Hashem et Zion. That's exactly it. Hayinu Kecholmim. Az Yamal Eschok Pinu Shinenu Renav. That means our mouth will fill up with laughter when Hashem will come back. Yamal Eschok Pinu Shinenu Renav. We will sing as Yomu Bagoyim. Even the Goyim will say, what are the great things that God, Hashem did for us? So if we say that it's chapter 126 and chapter 137. And that's the big mala of the Tikkun Chatzot. And even women can also do Tikkun Chatzot. Woman wants to do it, you can do it. These two Tehillim it's something which everyone can do. There's a lot of other things in Tikkun Chatzot to do. Maybe that will leave for the tzaddik. But this, if somebody's awake, it's a big mana and a big spot to do. Okay. Oh, one more very important halacha. We'll end off with this.
It's interesting that it's only these two, because one talks about Narod Bavel and the second about the day that we will come back.
Exactly. And in fact,
beautiful.
Very good observation, Gilad. One is in fact Tikkun Rachel and one is Tikkun Leah. Okay, one is Beit Lechem and one is Hebron. So these two Mizmorim, one talk about the past, one talk about go back to the future. One important halacha, maybe a lot of people don't know this. Saying the name of Hashem, saying the name of God. The name of God is holy, and we're not allowed to say the name. However, we're not even allowed to say the letters of the name of Hashem in order. How do you spell it? We say Yud K and Vav K. Why do I say K? Say, hey, even to say the letters in order, because of the kedusha of them, and because of the yirat of the name of Hashem, and then we don't say the name. So a lot of people don't know that. We can say the name Adnut. Aleph, Dalet, Nun, Yud, that I can say. Yeah, I can say Aleph, Hey, Yud, Hey. But to say the name of Hashem, Yud K, I have to say Yud K, not Yud Hey. Yud K and Vav K. Okay, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you very much for staying.
Rabbi.
I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining me. And B'ezrat Hashem, we have a week of feeling closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and please join me all next week, B'ezrat Hashem. Back to our schedule, a shiur, and it's Parashat Bamidbar is my Bar Mitzvah Parasha coming up next week, B'ezrat Hashem. So we're looking forward to seeing you. Shabbat Shalom.